Man to man, combat hand to hand, hands locked, ready for the last stand, elbow drops, kicks fade bang. If I can hate you, levitate, better settle mate, lights out, knocked out by the heavyweight.
Okay, hi, it's Toby from Heavyweight MMA here today with Chris Williams, the Padgician, a man that Paddy Pimblett says is next level on the pads, a man that will have you throwing heavy shots and a man that attacks people with sticks for money. Boxing trainer Chris Williams from the No Name Gym. How are you, bro?
I'm good, lad. Yourself?
Good, man. Good to finally find you, man. It's been a struggle to get you. I've booked you a couple of times, but you just run.
I've let you down. Do you know what, lads? Do you know what? I couldn't do to you for the third time there. I was looking on bailing you again. I thought, can't do it. So can't do it to him again here.
Oh, you know what? If I could, I'd come over there and knock you out. But I heard that Scousers don't get knocked out, bro. As we know.
Got there in the end, lad, didn't we?
That's it, man. Hey, I've been watching your videos, bro, and actually just this week, a couple of us were doing a couple of the old Chris Williams combos, bro. Body shot, uppercut, weave, cover, body, cover, hook, cross, rip, throwing these Chris Williams combos from your Instagram, bro.
Yes, lad.
That's it, man.
Tagging me in them.
I'll take a video next time and tag you in, bro, so you can have a look. You can give us some shit.
Exactly.
All right, man.
So Australia, are you? Yeah, well, obviously.
I'm from Australia, man. I'm from Australia, so I'm guessing people listening to this won't be able to understand us. Between your fucking accent and mine, I'm surprised we can understand each other.
Yeah, I don't know, lad, innit?
Yeah, no, I'm actually funny thing, bro.
Subtitles across the bottom.
That's an idea. Actually, man, I'm from Australia, but I'm living in a part of China, so a little bit mixed up.
Mad one.
All right, bro. So I'm just kicking off, man. I've been reading a bit about you, listening to a few things, and I heard you started boxing when you were around 15 years old, right? Right? You followed a mate to boxing, and then eventually got kicked out of that gym, and then kicked off again a bit later. Is that right?
Yeah. Got kicked out when I was about 15. I was only there for about 10 months.
Yeah.
But one of the coaches kicked me out. Said they had no discipline. But
yeah. Is that true, bro?
Probably still true to this day, to be honest.
Yeah, man. And then when did you actually go back and start kicking off again?
When I was 18. Just after my 18th birthday, it was, yeah. So went when I was 15, there for about 10 months. And then went back when I was 18, so I was gone for about 2.5 years or so. And
then when you went back, did you head into it full time, like just going and training a lot, or what happened?
Not sort of. I used to work on the building. You know, I used to be an electrician. So it was hard for me at first to get the gym. But once my hours changed and that, I was able to put a little bit more time and effort into it. But to be honest, I stopped boxing a little bit early. I kept getting a recurring hernia, just kept fucking coming back. And at the time, my coach said to me, "You're in and out of the gym a lot with this fucking stupid injury. We'd rather have you in the gym all the time than popping in and out all the time." So they said, "Do you want to come on the coaching team?" You know what I mean? They just took on at that time. You're on Jazza Dickens.
Yeah, man. So you kicked off basically like more so as a trainer.
You can't understand the fucking word I'm saying.
I fucking understand pieces of it, bro. That's enough. I'm living in China, bro. I'm used to not understanding everyone. And people not understanding me too, bro. Hey, bro. So when you did you compete at all in boxing, or you jumped straight into coaching?
No, I competed as an amateur. I think I boxed for like about. I didn't have that many fights. I only had 4 fights.
Yeah.
But I think I was in the gym until I was about 22, and then just started coaching. And I'm 32 now, so I've been coaching for fucking 10 years. You know what I mean? So I'm a young coach.
Yeah, bro, very young. And
young coach with 10 years experience. You know what I mean? That's
pretty good, man. And is that your full-time gig now, bro?
Yeah. I've got to do. I've trained the pros, as you know, train Paddy. But I've got my own boxers, Brandon Daord and Liam Moon. They've just started kicking on, just had the first fights for me about 2 weeks ago. So they're back out again soon. But fucking, I just do privates and that. You know what I mean? Just do, like, say, you want to come in and learn that Chris Williams boxing. You know what I mean, lads? And then I'll charge you 30 quid and you'll come in and do some fucking pads.
That's good stuff, bro. I was watching, like, you've posted a bit on your guys, man. I saw Brandon. He's got mad hand speed. Hey, is he a 50 something kilo fighter, right?
Yeah, he's I want him fighting at flyweight, which is I think the championship weight's 50.7, just under 51 kilo.
Yeah.
But all of his professional fighters have been at higher weights. Super bantamweight. I think his last one was at super fly. Just because it's hard to get matched at that weight, and he's very good. So it's going to take him to get a couple of more fights under him before he can just start calling people out, saying, "Get the fuck in the ring." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Liam, your other guy, Liam Moon, right? He's a little bit heavier, yeah?
Yeah, he's going to be campaigning at super featherweight.
Yeah, man. And and I'm just thinking, that other little kid that you got on your Insta too, bro. Little kid looks fucking amazing. Is he like
lad, he's sick, isn't he? Do you know what? Whenever I finish training people, like I don't get on, I'll have a little dab on. When I finish training that kid, yeah, I'm sweating. He probably puts me through me fucking paces on them pads, you know. And he doesn't get tired either. He doesn't get tired. He's a little alien of a child. Do you know what I mean?
He's a machine, bro.
Brilliant, though. Brilliant, isn't he? He's only 8.
8 years old. Fuck, man. He's going to be a killer, man.
I can't even remember what I was doing when I was 8, but it weren't that.
Nah, man. Like those combinations. He's doing like fucking 30 punch combinations or some shit, right?
50.
50.
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro. Amazing.
Well, do you know what? Sometimes he walks in the gym and he goes, "Right, Chris, what I want to do today." And I go, "Oh, God, yeah."
He's the boss, bro.
All right, do this for me first and then we'll do that.
Yeah, man. That's good. So you mentioned you do a bit of privates and that. So you do a bit of work with obviously some of those MMA fighters from Next Generation as well. I heard you talking about, yeah. How's that work?
Yeah. Sounds there's only one other lad from Next Gen who we work with regularly, which is Nathan Fletcher, which to be honest, for his last 2 fights, he hasn't really been in the gym. He's been focusing on his wrestling, his ground game, and other parts of MMA, which isn't boxing. So he hasn't been in with me for the last 2 camps. But I think for the last fight, it sort of showed. So he's back in with me this week. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a regular thing again. But Nathan's another name. I reckon he was unlucky to lose his last fight, which would have been for the Cage Warriors world title. Would set him up nicely to go on, and he'll be in the UFC eventually as well, Nathan.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of MMA, man? Being a boxing guy, what do you feel about it?
It's all right. Do you know what I mean? I can watch it, but then when it goes to the floor, I'm like that. Do you know what I mean? I can't. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So if they're punching and kicking each other, I'm not into the jiu-jitsu and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you mentioned you didn't even look at it much until you met Paddy, right? So you were only starting to get to know it a bit, right?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'll watch certain fighters, but only really fighters who are around Paddy's weight or Nathan's weight. Or I don't know, might watch a fucking highlight reel of John Jones or something. Do you know what I mean? But I don't really sit down and go, "The MMA's on tonight. I'm gonna watch it like I would with the boxing." Yeah.
And when you watch the UFC or guys doing MMA, like your Cage Warriors guys, what do you think of their hands, man? Because obviously it's a different trade, really.
I'm not gonna start slagging everyone off, right? But the level of striking in MMA, all around. I'm not talking about the people who I train. All around is half shocking. Do you know what I mean? To be honest. You see people just start swinging overhands and going for legs and stuff like that. It's fucking... I can't watch it. It does me fucking head in. But that's not all MMA. That's not all MMA fighters. I'm not just going to pigeonhole them all and say box. You've got some who have got very good hands. You've got MMA fighters who came from boxing and striking backgrounds who went into the MMA. Do you know what I mean? But I think as the sport's getting more popular, it's bringing more people who already know their hands. I think at first it was sort of pigeonholed. You either boxed or you went and done jiu-jitsu. It wasn't really especially Liverpool. Liverpool wasn't a big MMA city. I think Paul Nimmer and Next Generation is as proper done bits for MMA in the city. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't even fucking... Not that I've never heard of MMA, but the only people who had watched in the UFC, I think I'd seen... And this isn't someone who had... What's his fucking name? He had a fucking thingy down his head like that.
Dan Hardy.
No.
Huh?
He fought that Ortiz, and him and Ortiz used to always have fucking beef.
Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell, he's the fucking boy him. He's the fucking boy him. He tried to go back, didn't he, and got knocked out.
Yeah, man, too old, bro, too old. Hey, did you ever try any ground fighting, bro? I bet you never had a wrestle with anyone, have you?
Only with Paddy in the gym, fucking about.
Yeah, that's it, man. And you can feel how fucked it is, right? If you're just a stand-up fighter, you can feel how you're in big trouble, right?
Yeah, you know what? I've just told you a lie there. I went to Texas. Fuck off. The dog's doing me head. Fuck off.
Is that
I
Albie?
went to Texas. Albie, lad, yeah.
He's a cute dog, bro.
So went to Texas with Paddy and to do some training. And I don't know, was it? Yeah, I'd done one jits class. One jits class. And I'd done one Thai class. I was fucked. I was gassed doing the jits, and I was only doing fucking beginner shit. And with the Thai, fuck getting kicked in the leg. Yeah, I'd rather get punched in the face. You know what I mean? Fuck off.
That's it, man. It's a different sport, and that's why heaps of you look at the MMA fighters from the boxing perspective, and there's not so many that are really tight, because they got to learn so much shit, right? They got to divide their time into fucking learning everything, so their boxing suffers a bit, I think,
Yeah, definitely. They've got what's called, like, there's so many different disciplines. You know what I mean? Like you said there, they've got, what is it? Boxing, wrestling, Thai, jits. Some do judo. Fucking sure I'm leaving some out there. Karate.
Yeah, man. And talking on that matter, on Paddy, like I've seen your clips with him doing some pads and that too. And obviously, like, if you compare him to your boxers, he's not as sharp and tight as those guys, but then he's got to do everything and mix it in together, right? Like, it's a different kind of almost completely different sport. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is completely different sport, but there's some of the basics that I'll be able to take in. Some of the basics is important anyway. Do you know what I mean? But there's certain different things that I'll be able to fuck off. There'll be certain little things. You hear them?
Yeah.
There's certain little things that I'll mix in together. For example, if you've been watching clips of me and Paddy, you'll have seen him before his fight doing pads with me, and generally I'll ask for a right. If you throw right hand, I'll ask you to roll and throw another right hand. Whereas Paddy, I might ask him to roll and he'll latch onto your neck or he'll latch onto your leg or something like that. So I'll mix boxing and MMA together. I think I'm quite good at it, to be honest, as well. You know what I mean? Considering I've had no fucking martial arts, but they call me striking coach Chris. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just go, do this, and he'll go, how do you fucking even come up with that, lad? You don't even know what you're doing. I'm like, I know, I'm just sick, aren't I?
Yeah, you just watch it. I mean, you watch it a bit too, and then you can pick up a bit, right? And then also you can see the way Paddy flows. I see him flow into some of the things himself, right? Like he'll throw a knee or an elbow at the end of the combo, stuff like that. And then you start to get a feeling for how he moves and how to add some stuff in, right?
Yeah. Paddy's, oh, lad, let me just give him something to shut him up here. 1 second. You little dickhead, leave me alone. Sorry, lad, where were we?
No worries, bro. Just talking about Paddy and the hands and how he flows and adds his own things in with knees, elbows,
That's what I was going to say. Paddy's like he's got his own style. He's sort of like Brandon, the lad who I train. He's got his own style. You couldn't go. Say for example, Paddy was fighting Conor McGregor. Paddy fighting Conor McGregor, and you go, Conor McGregor's coach is like that. Who can we get as a style that's similar to Paddy for us to train for? There's no one really like him. Do you know what I mean? He's got his own style. He's like, I say he's like a fucking octopus. When we'll fight in my living room, like probably more than we spar. Do you know what I mean? And when what was the saying then?
Said you're fighting in your living room against him. You're saying that his style is his own style.
Say he's like a fucking octopus because like we'll be one, and as well we'll start on the couch. We'll go by the fucking oven. He'll have all sorts of fucking legs all over me. Do you know what I mean? Like that. It doesn't take him long to tap me either.
Yeah.
You have to start biting him and all that.
You said before that it's like you look at him in the ring or whatever, and you can start to criticize him, like, wow, look, his chin's up or whatever. But you said like it's different to be in there with him, right? Like, yeah, different, eh?
Yeah, get in there with him. I've done it myself. Do you know what I mean? I've been like, I remember one time I was watching Paddy spar, and he threw this shot and he switched his feet at the same time. And after the round, I've been like, I don't like that shot. Leaves you open, this, that, the other. He was like, I feel like it's working for me. I was like, well, never worked then, this, that, the other. We're having a little back and forth. And I went, to tell you what, let's spar. I went, see how it... And he landed it on me. So I was like, all right, go on, do you? Do you know what I mean? Do what you're doing. It was like a mad shot, that.
Yeah. And on that, like on his style, bro, like, like I said, it's not that clean boxing style, but is that something that you think he should do, or should he just stay with what he does and you just sharpen it up?
No, I think Paddy is at his best when he fucking just runs at you, throws himself at you. Do you know what I mean? Like, like when he actually caught, what's his fucking name in his debut?
Yeah.
Ran at him, flying knee. You know what I mean? Just fucking, he's dangerous like that. You know what I mean? And he gets away with his chin being in the air when he does it like that, because everyone's so fucking worried about what the fuck is coming at them. And he's a big kid. Yeah, he's a big kid. He's got fucking big legs. He's big. I still think he's. I've still been on him to move down a weight, but I think after how much weight he's put on since his debut, I don't think that's going to happen now.
What the fuck happened there, bro? He's turned into a fucking balloon.
I don't even like talking to him. I went for like a week after his fight because he just does me head in with how greedy he is.
Yeah. Fuck,
like
man.
The greediest man you will ever meet in your life. The greediest. It's not that he's hungry. He'll eat 2 meals. We'll go for a scan. You'll get like a fucking lasagna and then a chicken salad, or a chicken pasta. You know what I mean? You'll get 2 scans.
Yeah. Crazy, man. He just blew up in the face, like turned into a different man from his fight, right?
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. It's mad how he can go, boom.
I hope he doesn't hurt himself.
For him in the long run, no.
Nah, man, it's going to hurt his body, right? Going up and down like that. Maybe he'll turn into. Maybe when the dollars start flowing in a bit more, he'll get around them, man, to keep himself at that weight.
Started fucking flowing in.
Yeah, true.
Just helps him left, right, and centre.
Just helps him buy more food, right?
Yeah, you're right.
He might be a heavyweight soon. Oh. Hey, man. So on that fight, like you mentioned that, like before the fight, you said if he lands with that right hand, it's an early night, and it fucking did, man. So that was what it was. He landed that big fucking right, and that's where it came from, right? And you must be pretty happy with your comment after that, eh?
Yeah. Do you know what? There was actually there was a moment in the fight where Paddy threw a right hand, rolled, and threw a left hook, and they both missed by this much.
Yeah.
And you know that video where you were talking about before, where you said he threw the knee and the elbow?
Yeah.
We're working on that in that video, throwing a right hand, and he rolls and throws the left hook, then throws the knee and the elbow.
Yeah.
Now, if that had landed, it'd have been fucking made. I mean, that was made up anyway that it was a right hand, but that was just him. That was just Paddy. That was nothing to do with that. I know he was screaming Chris Williams boxing all over the place, and I have had a lot of work to do with him. But Paddy was the one in there fucking throwing the shots. He's the one who's fucking worked hard on himself to get himself better. He stayed with me in my gym for 6 months last year when he had a little bit of a sore hand and he couldn't grapple, but he was able to push. So he stayed with me for 6 months, and he just went from level to level to level. And the lad, one of my lads in the gym, Liam has a tough time with him now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like they both catch each other. It's good sparring, and he's only going to get better and better. And I was on FaceTime to him just before I got on the Zoom to you. He's in America, in San Diego, isn't he? And he's just told me he's lost like fucking 5 kg since he's been over there training. So I can't wait for him to get back with a little bit of weight off him, so he can actually do some good training instead of just some weight loss training when he comes in the gym with me. Yeah,
that's good, bro. That's good. Sounds good. When you're watching, man, you must have been pretty hard to watch, man. Seeing him cop that big hook and that, or you just okay? You think you've got enough faith in his chin that he's going to get through that?
No, did the fuck? My ass was in my mouth. My ass was in my mouth. I wish that I'd set my phone up on the side and done like a fucking, you know, like
your reaction.
Yeah, a reaction cam. Do you know what I mean? And I wish I'd done that, because you'd have seen me going, "Get your fucking hands up, you stupid!" and then 30, 40 seconds later, I think I was screaming. I don't think I've ever screamed the word yes so many times in a row. Yes, yes, fucking yes. Watching it with one of the lads, Brandon. It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And I weren't there, was I? Because that weren't there because of Brandon and Liam. They were fighting on the 2 weeks after that, so I couldn't leave them. And the fight got moved 2 days before, so I could have went to Vegas.
Damn, next time, bro. There's going to be more for sure, man. He's a popular man.
That's the one. I know. Do you know what? The part that was getting me just that it was his debut. Do you know what I mean? Didn't give a fuck about Vegas, to be honest.
Yeah, you gotta get over there next time, bro, to have a look, just to be part of it, man. Be very funny.
Yeah, I'll be there next time. Don't worry.
That's it, man.
Fuck Adam Ventney.
That's it. And then when he fucking and then he swarmed that guy, man. So then he got the shot on and he just swarmed him, man. It was a beautiful thing to see, man. It was like the perfect debut. Comes up with a gets smacked, comes back and just smashes him. Yeah, it was very good, eh? Great to see.
I know. He done really well. I don't think I could have went any better. I think the fact that he come through a little bit of like adversity made the fight what it was. Do you know what I mean? If he'd have just went out there and blew him away in fucking 30, 40 seconds, it wouldn't have had the same effect, I don't think. But the fact that he took a shot, rolled it, and then came back like he did is why there's been such a fucking buzz around him, and rightly so.
That's it, man. Hey, and getting back to you, man, like what's your sort of coaching style? You mentioned something about that you're a bit of a picky. But apart from that, what's your coaching style, man? Like, how do you prepare your guys? Like, what's the sort of things you go through?
My style, if I was going to say what style of boxing I'd say aggressive counter punching. I like my fighters to be on the front foot, but I like them to be clever and sharp, set things up and counter punch. Do you know what I mean? So I know everyone would love to box like this, but like Canelo, you know what I mean? I like to think that I teach like that as well.
Yeah.
But the stuff that we do in the gym, it's different. It's different day to day, to be honest. For example, today they got absolutely beasted. They got the shit fucked up today. I've got a lad who comes in. He's 23 stone, and he puts a big body belt on them, and he just leans all over them.
I've seen that guy. I've seen that guy in your videos, right? Yeah.
So that's what they were doing today. They had a tough day today. Tomorrow. I've got a little bit of tech work planned. It'll be quite a light session tomorrow. Then they'll do strength conditioning in the night. Thursday we've got a little bit of sparring. It's different. Every single day is different. I like to mix it up as well. I don't like them to think, oh, we're going in today. It's Monday. It's going to be bag work, or it's Tuesday. It's going to be sparring. I like to keep them on the toes a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's good. Eh? So they don't just get settled into the routine. Yeah, they got to be ready for whatever comes.
I know when I say, for example, if when I was training, if I knew that I was going to be sparring on the Friday, I wouldn't go running Thursday night, and then I'd have been able to spar regardless if it ran Thursday night. So I think sometimes it's a good thing. If I'm taking them out sparring, I'll make sure they know. I'll go, you spar on Friday, we're going out to such and such. You want your legs fresh, don't run Thursday night. But if it's in the gym, it's fucking sound. And I forgot what I was fucking talking about there.
You're just talking about preparing from one for the next. Like, you just bring them in and make them do whatever you want, right? But you don't really warn them what's happening.
What was that?
You don't really warn them about what they're doing the next day. That's all you're talking about.
No, not unless it's for something like if they're going sparring outdoors. I don't mind sparring in the gym when they're both fucked. But if they're going out, whenever you go to a different gym to spar, it's a little bit more than spar. You know what I mean? It's very heated. It can get heated. Do you know what I mean? So I like them to always be on the form when they go out. Like,
yeah, man. I know a few pro boxers from back in Australia, and when you head to the other gyms, it's always super competitive, right? Like, it's almost like a fight, right? It's like you're watching your guy and hoping they're going to get up on the other guy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and do you know what? The gyms that I'm involved with, that I take my lads to, they're all nice fellas. Do you know what I mean? For John Rice and Gemini, Derry Matthews. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're all sound fellas, and it's more welcoming when you go in the gym. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there can be gyms where you walk in and everyone's just stood there fucking staring at you, whereas I don't know whether it might. I haven't been to one yet where they're basically, you know what I mean? Everyone's fucking sound. I think it's just boxing. Everyone's dead respectful. You know what I mean? And it's nice to take them out and get them used to that little bit of that extra little bit of nerves that are bit closer to what a fight is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's unknown, man. You can stay in your gym and spar the same guys. You get used to their movement and everything. Yeah. You got to spar with different people, eh?
That's it, lad. Yeah.
And how much like heavy sort of, because boxing, obviously it's mostly oriented around getting punched in the head, man. So is your gym, like, do you think about that? Do you keep it pretty light and that, or do you just not worry too much about that with head contact and stuff? Or is this something you think about?
No, when we spar, I'll have them spar different. So they might come in one day and they'll have full contact sparring, and anything goes basically. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, if they hurt the other one, they'll step off. It won't be putting the pressure on like you see in some gyms in America. It's not like that. But some days they'll come in, they'll barely hit each other. Like tech sparring.
Yeah.
You don't have to kill each other every day to get better. You know what I mean? You do need them tough spars, see what you're made of, sort of thing. Make sure you can get through the fucking the hard parts, but you don't need to fucking kill each other every day in the gym.
Yeah, man. And you work quite a bit on defense and also attacking the body a lot as well. A lot of people don't always hit the body as much as your guys seem to, right?
Yeah, I'm a big body puncher. If you've been hit with a left hook to the body or a body shot in general, you'll know why. Do you know what I mean? It takes everything out of you, and you can recover from an head shot. You can get up if you land them, but land them liver shots properly, you can't recover from them.
Exactly. It's
my favourite shot.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favourite shot, the left hook to the body, liver shot.
Yeah. Like I said, just takes people's heart, man. They can't keep going. Yeah. It's different, right? You'd rather get hit in the head than hit in the body, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a funny
definitely.
Thing. That's it, man.
I body shot the lads when they're late. If the 10 minutes, I say to they start training at 11, anything after 10 to, you get a body shot for every minute they're late.
Man, I saw you punching Paddy one day, right? Was that not that recent? You were doing some body shots?
That was because you come back from fucking Vegas like a big fat. Like he was fat, shall we say. You come back, you're very overweight. So that was for that.
You look like you're taking it pretty easy on him though, man.
Do you reckon? Yeah, I'll send them in a little bit harder next time.
Yeah, send them in. Make sure you get it on video, bro.
Yeah, you mentioned there as well. Some fella told me from Australia said that you weren't putting them in enough, lad. Sorry about it.
It's not enough, exactly. Hey, man, when that big fella, your big pad holder, when he's leaning all over him, what does that work, man? Is it a different type of conditioning or what?
Yeah, it takes it out of your legs, big time. And it's just conditioning, yes. You know, like a boxing fight isn't always just boxing. You know, you come together. There's grappling. There's little exchanges. And Ryan used to do a lot of. Ryan's the big fella. He used to do like. He's done a bit of jiu-jitsu. I think he's done like some sort of mad close combat thing. So he knows like loads of little tricks on the inside, which he's got across to the lads, which they've been pulling off in sparring. They're horrible, like it's like fuck, but it's good to have them in the gym for like little things like that. Do you know what I mean? Stuff that I don't know. I wouldn't know little tricks to lock your arm up on the inside, and it's good to have a different perspective on things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and when they're dealing with a big guy like that, they go back to their own weight of 52, 59 kilos. Easy, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, man, so talking about conditioning and that, you know, boxing's a bit different from MMA. MMA, they get right into the strength and conditioning and all that. Do you get them to do any of that stuff or no?
Yeah, they do strength conditioning. Generally, with the lads who I do want them to do the strength conditioning with Thomas Christian in Peak Performance, they do that at least twice a week. Anything else they want to do themselves, they can do, but I make them train with Thomas at least twice a week to do the strength conditioning. I just think he's that good. He's brilliant at what he does. Do you know what I mean?
What sort of stuff do they do, man, out of interest? Are they doing explosive like lightweights or what sort of stuff?
It's actually a CrossFit gym, but it's not CrossFit what he does with them. He does a lot of explosive work, a lot of slam balls, a lot of body work as well, pulling yourself off fucking ropes and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Pushing prowlers along the floor, like a lot of explosive work he does with them. And I could notice it towards the end of the last camp. Do you know what I mean? From the beginning of the camp to the last camp, I noticed size in them, strength in them. I noticed when I was getting in close and I was grappling with them, how much fucking easier it was for them throwing me over since they've been working with Ryan and Thomas. So what they're doing's working.
That's good, man.
They're only going to get better.
Awesome, man. And obviously Paddy's very good on the nutrition side of things, man. He knows the best diet to have. What about your other boys? Do they follow any nutrition plan or anything or not? Or you just let them eat whatever the fuck they want to?
With Brandon's like a bit of a freak of nature. Walks around about 56 kilo, shredded up fucking 7 days a week. But even he has to cut a little bit of weight to get down to fly. And with Liam, generally he's got a food prep sponsor, but I think they've just parted ways or something like that. So he's after a new one. But that's generally how they work. If you'll get like a meal preps, people, I don't know whether it's called the same thing over there. Yeah, meal prep.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Bring you like 10 scrans and then he'll just wear the fight thing on, wear the logo on the shirt and that, you know what I mean? But it's hard if you haven't got one of them to cook your own food and make sure your macros are right and make sure you're getting the right fucking proteins and carbs and fats and all that, you know what I mean? So it's important to have someone like that on board, which luckily they had last fight. They're not doing it on their own for this one. So we need a little food sponsor. We'll get out there. Shut up.
Do it, bro. And so also, I mean, it sounds like it's pretty advanced in the boxing. Do they also work a lot on like rest and recovery and all that sort of stuff too, like the saunas and ice baths and things like that? Do your boys do any of that stuff?
Not that I don't tell them to. You know what I mean? I don't tell them to. Brandon does the ice baths. When I say ice baths, he's got like a fucking big thing in his yard he fills with ice and water and gets in that. Yeah. Don't think Liam does, to be honest. He might do a little sauna. Yeah. I don't tell him to go and get ice baths and that. You know what I mean?
Just trying it out, yeah. Testing it himself.
I'll if the one time I've really told him to go get a fucking sauna to lose weight. Fucking fuck.
That's true, bro. That's true, man. I've kept you for quite a long time, bro. So I only want to ask you one sort of more question. I just want to know your thoughts on Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. What do you think could happen in that fight, man?
Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, fucking they're both absolute helmets. I hope they knock each other out at the same time, like in Rocky. You know what I mean? Like they're just as bad as each other. Just bad helmets. I hope Paddy ends up getting that Jake Paul fight and absolutely smashes it in.
That's it, man. Actually, I was going to ask you, what do you reckon?
Loser has to shave their head.
Yeah. Are you hoping Paddy will lose or are you hoping Paddy will win? So you get to see him with a shaved head?
If Paddy loses that, he's not allowed back my gym.
That's funny, man. Hey, yeah, so the whole world of boxing is kind of changing to these novelty fights, man, right? At the moment, it's not so good for fight sports in some ways, eh?
No, I'm not into it, mate. The only one that sort of appealed to me in any sort of way, and when I say appeal to me, is the Mike Tyson Roy Jones one, and that was a big disappointment, to be honest. And that was only because they're two of my favourite fighters. I just thought, that'll be a good little thing to watch, but it's fucking shit, weren't it? Roy Jones just fucking ran away the whole time. Yeah,
likewise, man. I was always a big Roy Jones Jr. fan, and it's sad to see him when they lose. Like, he lost everything, right? He was all his natural abilities just gone because of his age. He doesn't have the speed he had before, so it's disappointing to watch. You know, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know. At least got in there and had another go, made some fucking dollar.
Yeah. Hey, bro, before you go, pick your dog next to you. Pick your dog up so I can see you for a sec.
Yeah, I'll be from here, lads, you little dickhead. Being a little knobhead the whole time we've been on here. Come here.
There he is. I saw you posted him in the rain a minute ago. Is that today?
Nah, that was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Good day for the Ducks.
He's an absolute belter, isn't he, lad?
No, he's a legend. Nice doggo. Cool, bro. All right, man. Thanks so much for your time, man. I appreciate it, Chris, and keep kicking on, and I'll pay attention to your Insta, and anyone wants to have a good look at Chris Williams boxing, check out the Instagram too, man.
He's right. Thank you very much, lad. It was nice to meet you finally.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Finally got to catch you, man. Thank you. Thanks for your time, bro. Take it easy.
See you soon. Ta-ra, mate.